Welcome to Deep Dive. It's really great to have you joining the conversation today. We're looking at a huge stack of global news and demographic data from March 2026. And right away, the numbers are doing things nobody really predicted.
Right, they really are.
Now, before we jump in, I want to be clear that our mission here is purely impartial reporting. We're not taking sides or endorsing any religious viewpoints. We are just exploring the fascinating social and statistical trends in the sources. So, okay, let's unpack this. Researchers are officially dubbing 2026 the spiritually open year.
Yeah, because the data shows a measurable drop in atheism globally, alongside the sort of V-shaped rebound in institutional trust. It's actually bouncing back to 36%. And like you said, we are just looking at the raw statistics here, regardless of anyone's personal beliefs, but the trend lines are, well, they're striking.
That trust rebound is wild, considering we've spent the last decade assuming younger generations were just done with institutions altogether.
Exactly. The narrative of inevitable secular decline in the West is being directly challenged. Take the UK, for example. Church attendance among 18 to 24-year-olds has quadrupled in just 8 years. It went from 4% to 16%.
Wait, quadrupled? I mean, that is not a rounding error. Why are young adults suddenly...
Showing up in person. Well, the reports indicate they are seeking an encounter rather than just a presentation. In an era dominated by screens and algorithms and isolation, Gen Z is craving tangible communal experiences. They don't want to just be talked at. They want to participate in something grounded.
So they want authenticity in person, but it seems like they are bringing that same search right into the digital space, too. You're looking at those.
The tech usage numbers, yeah, they are staggering, honestly. In Latin America alone, the YouVersion Bible app hit over 22 million active users in a single day. Nearly 2 million people subscribed to reading plans on January 1st alone.
Wow. And it is bleeding over into mainstream entertainment. There is a stat here saying 58% of U.S. adults now prefer naturally integrated faith films, provided they avoid those old, cheesy stereotypes.
Which is where the technology becomes a game changer. Independent creators are using AI tools like Ben Affleck's company, Interpositive, to punch way above their weight class.
Interpositive, right? For those who might not know, what exactly does that AI do?
Essentially, it automates the expensive logistical nightmares of filmmaking. We're talking instant dynamic lighting adjustments, background generation, and automated audio mastering. It removes the financial barrier so creators with tiny budgets can produce Hollywood-tier stories.
So tech is democratizing media. But here's where it gets really interesting. What happens when the tech isn't just making movies, but bypassing literal war zones? Let's talk about the Middle East.
This is where the data gets intense. Look at the ongoing Israel-Iran conflict. During recent communication blackouts, internet connectivity in Iran dropped below 1%. The country was essentially entirely offline.
But there is a loophole, right? The satellite network.
Yes. A network called SAT-7 AIRS is still reaching 500,000 viewers in Iran every single day.
How does an old-school satellite feed beat modern internet censorship?
Think of the internet like a series of toll roads. The government owns the toll booths, so they can just drop the gates and stop traffic. But satellite TV is like rain. It just falls from the sky over a wide geographic area. Unless authorities go to every single house and smash their receiver dish, they cannot block the signal. What's fascinating here is how ancient messages are riding on this unstoppable tech.
Rain over a toll road. I like that. So we have unblockable satellites, AI movie studios, and viral apps. But the source material also highlights some very low-tech grassroots movements making a huge dent, like what is happening in India.
Great. This bridges the gap between digital outreach and physical empowerment. There is an adult literacy program there that costs merely $40 per person. It brings adults up to a 5th grade reading level.
And they call the outcome a gospel of dignity, which makes perfect sense. Because if you suddenly have the ability to read contracts or bank statements or street signs, your entire social standing transforms. You gain instant independence.
Precisely. The social empowerment is intertwined with the spiritual outreach. Because the program grants them that baseline dignity, graduates are showing a 40% conversion rate. It is a prime example of institutions addressing fundamental human needs first.
So what does this all mean? Why should you care about this, whether you are deeply religious or fiercely secular? It reveals a pretty profound human truth. During times of intense global anxiety, people aren't just giving up. They're actively utilizing the sharpest tools available, from unblockable satellites to AI-assisted storytelling, to find community, purpose, and stability.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, it raises an important question for you to mull over today. If advanced modern technology and AI are currently driving a measurable global resurgence in ancient religious traditions, how long is it until other seemingly fading historical or cultural institutions figure out how to hijack these exact same tools for their own unexpected comebacks?